Extra fun, extra exciting?
Yeah, I think so. We've been going against each other for like 2 months now, a month, half long it's been. We just ready to hit somebody else.
Maybe an obvious point, but how you guys didn't have the greatest home record last year. How important is it to kind of reverse that? And
I mean, it's very important. We got to take care of home field. You know, this is our sanctuary. This is where we play, and we gotta use that to our advantage.
Cooper, as a newcomer, said he felt that from a lot of you guys, how important that was. Was that kind of a big point of emphasis for you guys this offseason based on how it went last year?
Absolutely, we got to win at home. Point blank. Period.
So what are the keys to winning at home?
Executing, playing hard, playing physical, play our style of football, play Seahawks football.
Year two with Mike. How much more confident are you that you get the scheme and that you can communicate that out to others?
I think it's kind of made it easier for all of us to be in year two in this defense. The scheme, it demands a lot of communication, a lot of thinking between the plays. And just being in it for year two, it just made it easier for us to do those things and to play fast.
One of the big changes for you guys last season, kind of midway through, is the run defense got a lot better. What's the key for you to start off the season playing the run well and get the defense going?
I think everybody, just playing physical and stout up front, that starts with us. We got to ring that bell. We got to answer the call. And then we got to just stop the run. Just plain and simple. There's nothing to it. There's no X and O's. There's nothing we need to do different but play physical football.
Having played for a few of them now in your career, what are the characteristics of a good head coach?
I'll say Mike has all those things. Coach Mike is just a great head coach. He's came in. He's put his standard on us of what he expects from us every day. We bought into that. Bringing back the physicality, the old school type of football is what we needed. And I think, the way that he is as a coach is great for us as players and for the team.
What do you mean by bringing physicality back? How can you see that?
Just playing physical from the front, from the O-line to D-line to receivers blocking to safeties filling, safeties tackling, cornerbacks tackling, everybody just playing, Seahawks football, like real man football.
I know you're tired of going against your offense in practice, but how much does it help knowing that you'll see something similar this week against the Niners?
I mean, it helps, but at the end of the day, we got to go play the 49ers, right? They're not the Seahawks. So they have their own scheme. Even though it may image each other, they may do things differently. So we got to lock in on our film and execute our plays.
Jarran, what do you think is going to separate this year's defense from last year's? What stands out to you as being something you guys are going to take a stride in?
I think just all of us being on one accord. Towards the end of the season, I think we started doing that more, and I think that we're going to start the season that way this year.
John Schneider talked last week about, from last year to this year, one of the things he's most excited about is the offensive line. As someone who goes against those guys all the time, where have you seen that unit grow?
Absolutely. Definitely for me, it'll be in the run game. It's a good scheme, a great scheme. They come off the ball. They're really physical. I think that's testament to the offensive line coaches Will, too. He's doing a good job coaching those guys up. I mean, like I said in preseason, I was excited to see them play. Now I'm even more excited to see them in game one.
In the context of football, when you hear the word culture, what does that mean?
Culture to me means like something that you're building around the building that everybody believes in and something that everybody takes pride in. So, the culture that we're building right now, I think that's self-explanatory to what we're doing.
How would you explain what the culture is now with Mike?
Brotherhood, which I would say everybody like loving on one another. This is probably the most time in the locker room that I have seen offensive line interacting with defensive backs, defensive line interacting with receivers, quarterbacks. Everybody talks to everybody on this team. And it's been a minute since, since I've really seen that in the locker room. Not to say that it hasn't happened, but as much as it's happening now, and I think that's everybody's really building a bond with each other, excuse me.
What do you think it changed?
Stuff that we started doing, like during OCAs and stuff, like walking talks, like we'll get in just anonymous groups and, you just get to know people. You talk about the way you see things and you get other people's point of views and stuff. And then it just carries on. And believe it or not, the whole shadow boxing ordeals came up and became like a thing in the locker room. So like literally everybody's doing it.
What was the shadow boxing thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Some, young guys making all the stuff, all these games and stuff. I'll be playing it too. I ain't gonna lie. I like it. but I'll have to show you. But people get it, right? They know. They hear this. They'll see it. They know what I'm talking about.
Are there any teammates that maybe on the other side of the ball that you connected with or learned something about that maybe you wouldn't otherwise have?
Believe it or not, like I I don't want to say this, but Mike Diggo, our punter, we was in actually this walking talk and we was talking about like, you know, how competitive we are and how do we see like competitive in ourselves. And when he just talked, you know, he explained some things. I just didn't know I knew he was competitive, but I didn't know he took it to heart like he does. You know, sometimes you can't take those things for granted because like he's our punter, right? But he's one of our most important players on the team. And so like just how much pride he takes in doing his job, it made me, you know, look at him a different type of way.
These walk and talks, where and when did those happen?
You know, who knows? When first we came in, we didn't know. It'll be like just a random day they may pick, and we take some time out of meetings, you know, just to get to know each other and build a bond.
So you're just walking around the facility, basically?
No, we go to undisclosed location, and wherever they may pick, whatever coach we got grouped with, they may pick a spot. We just go in there and we talk.
Thank you.